Good morning. I begin by acknowledging this is Sloan.
Be silent!
I'm sorry it's taken so long to respond to this Middle Eastern crisis, but as you know, Labour politicians like to take the weekend off. Now look, it's not really that complicated what happened in the Middle East. President Trump directed his stealth bombers to blow the shit out of Iran's nuclear facilities. This has been a difficult time for Labour politicians around Australia because, as you know, we love our goat rooters more than we love the average working Australian. Now, I can't think of anything nice to say about President Trump and his successful bombing campaign because, as the entire world knows, President Trump embarrassed me when he left me standing at the altar like a jilted bride. I hope Jodie doesn't do the same thing to me. Now I'll just call on my minster for strap-ons to say a few words.
Thank you, Prime Minister. Claire, I'll just add to that. Obviously,
Thanks, Bullhead, but nobody gives a goat's crap about what you have to say. Any questions?
Prime Minister, if you could just return to the first question. Why did it take 24 hours for Australia to express unequivocal support for this action by its closest ally? And what does this say about our relationship with the US under your government?
Well, in answer to your first question, it took so long for me to respond because my media department had to write a speech to make it look like I supported President Trump when everybody knows that I support goat rooters and give more money to Gaza than I do to homeless Australians. And in answer to your second question, Australia doesn't have a relationship with the United States under my government. Kevin Rudd and myself have done nothing but backstab and insult President Trump, and it's obvious that President Trump has better things to do than to speak with a spineless, snivelling, lisping homo who was raised by a single mother in a housing commission.
Prime Minister, is Australia reviewing its terror threat level in the wake of what's been happening? And again, was there any discussions or is there any concerns surrounding potential sleeper cells within this country?
Can't answer that one. I was travelling in the car. Pull my finger.
Peter Jackson!